last to be fired.
First to be hired?
It's been so long ago, I forgot it. You know what? I created my own business. I have so much work right now because I went out, I didn't ask for it, I went out, I got it. That's what we need to do.
Yes. I do. Both our records, the reason he's up here is because, you know, all the work he's done. And even the show for diversity, there's been over 65 series regulars. My show, Latino Logs, has provided work for 250 Latinos, and guess what? I paid for it all. You know, CBS paid for that one. But Latino Logs, which has been all over the country and done that, I hired Latinos. I invested my own money to get it on Broadway. At one point on Broadway, to do the show, I put $30,000 to rent a Broadway theater for one night. And didn't tell my wife. She's a saint. Yeah. Imagine how nervous I was when I heard there was only 50 tickets sold. But luckily it changed, so I agree with you, sir. Lalo, what do you think?
You know, I mean, I did a similar thing to what Rick did, but I created, all the while I was trying to get into Hollywood, I created my own market for myself.
You monetized your stuff.
Yeah, because yeah, you know, I mean, no one's going to do it for you. You got to do it yourself. Now, in terms of, you know, can I take out a loan and make a movie studio? No, I can't do that. I can maybe make a movie. You know, it's not going to be a
short film,
big distribution. I can make a short film. But really, you know, the reason Hollywood is a big collaborative industry is that you need hundreds of people to make one project, and you need a big infrastructure. So it's a tough one. I mean, I wish we had Chicano movie studios. My dream is to one day have a warehouse full of cholos in East LA animate my TV show, but that day's not today. It's not yet, and I still want to use other people's money, not mine.
Yeah. Next question, yes sir.
Are you going to honor your presence from Saturday's performance at the Acero here on that stage?
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
If I can, yeah. I don't know my schedule. I mean, right now, I try to see as many things as I can. I know I'm going to go see Margaret Cortez's, you know, the chapter here. So someone's here Saturday? Let's see if I can do it. You know, because one of the best Latino thought makers we had, a man who had been a Acero. Oh, one question right there. Yes, sir.
Please say something about Mexican myth.
Mexican myth. Oh yeah, sure.
I want to hear this too.
I love hoaxing, like we saw with the Hispanics Rosa, and then they invented Twitter, and I fell in love with Twitter. And when I heard that during the 2012 election, that Mitt Romney's dad was born on a rancho in Chihuahua. And in this case, rancho means polygamous Mormon compound. My head exploded. I said, that is a juicy opportunity for satire.
And Cruz born in Canada, so I mean we get satire left and right.
Yeah, so I created this fake Twitter character, Mexican Mitt Romney. And it's at Mexican Mitt on Twitter. Don't look at it; it's very offensive. He's a racist, sexist goat farmer with 30 wives who he calls his viejas, and he has like 17 ranchos, and he's just completely a pig. At Mexican Mitt, and he was named the best political satire account on Twitter for 2012 by Politico magazine, and so tons of people love it. There's one in the White House right now. Lots of people hated it and called me a fucking sellout. They do that every other day. It's Wednesday, so.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Viva Obama in my house because I got it. And little trivia thing, I wrote a show. It was called Pain of the Macho. It's a one-man show at the Goodman Theater in Chicago. And I asked someone to do the poster for the Pain of the Macho, and it was you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I had an original Lalo in my house of me. I look a lot thinner. I was kind of sad,
It's him, with the Virgen de Guadalupe,
Yeah.
you know, raised behind him, going like.
Yeah. I was trying to look all macho for this thing. But it's irony and satire. I wasn't saying it's great to be a macho. I was making fun of it and all that world. And what I like is that's what we need. We need that Latino renaissance where we work with each other and continue to work with each other. And even though there are bad times politically for our people and everyone else, comedy comes out of it. I have to say, you know, Prop 187 made comedy for you and helped you, and for me, it started Latino laws. Prop 187 came out at that time. Everyone said there'd be riots in the streets, everything would turn up. And I said, I'm gonna do a play instead, my way of protesting. So I did the play, and that play eventually went to Broadway. So a lot of times, from conflict comes our comedy.
Yeah, and I mean, good art leads to conversation, or also, I mean, I feel like a piece is successful when someone comes up to me and says, you know, I thought the same thing that you were thinking when you did this cartoon, but I didn't know how to say it.
Yeah.
And now I know how to say it. And so, which means to me, I'm not telling people what to say, I'm just showing them, you know, if you thought this way, this is how you would express yourself or explain it, this political concept to somebody. And that's what I like to do, is like to break down
And people
concepts.
they don't understand, what they don't get, like there was one of your cartoons is people running across the highway. And well, we saw that sign growing up in San Diego. You cross up to LA and there's a sign, this is, you know, I'm sure you've all seen it, where the guy's running across the freeway like this. He's not even holding his wife's hands. Forget about her, he's just there going a minimum wage job. And the little kid is hanging on with these indigenous hair braids. And you go, who came up with that picture? And so I think we need someone like you coming up with other images to take those images, turn them upside down, make fun of them. Which leads me to this next point. Take a look at this clip.
Characters.